Already, so here it is. This is the beautiful E6. This is my second take, and I still looked at the wrong side. So it is the glossy version as seen today, but that's kind of wrong, and I will show you why. So here it is, just with the sleeve off. I like that they have the Pure R E6. I like that they have the name of it there. I think it's better than not having the name there. And especially since they give you 55 pieces of plastic to secure your engine, which I'm still not a fan of. That way you can keep track. And you get your books, then you get your magical paperwork. I love that they put the functions on a separate piece of paper. They've done this with all their Paragon 4 engines, and it is so useful for when you don't want to have to program. It's just still a pain because the controllers we have, you can look through all the functions it has after you add them. But it is still just a pain to go through the little menu that lets you see them all and not just have them, because it is faster. And then you get your 1-year warranty, which you better for something this expensive. All right, on to this. All right, so now it's out of the sleeve to make my life a bit easier. Here, they also give you this, the funnel, and the extra traction wheels. So we take off. Also with the glossy ones, I don't know why they give you this different type of paper. Well, it's like double paper. They give you 2 layers of it. They have the normal stuff under, and then they have this more papery thing on top. Please explain to me why. And boom, here it is, magical. So this is I can't remember its name. The gray part, that is not supposed to be glossy because it is matte on the real one. But other than that, it looks very nice. It's a bit glossy, it's very shiny, which is what they're going for. So great job. But I'm not sure it will be kept just because of how this is our first shiny engine. We wanted a shiny engine or glossy engine. Shiny is just better. And we're not sure. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this, but we'll see what happens. All right, so now we have it off. They've changed out connects, so this goes into the tender instead of the tender having the wires. And they have, if you can see, they have a new type of drawbar. It's I'm not sure it's better, but it's not bad. So yeah. Alrighty, so I was about to open the tender, and I just wanted to make sure because it seems a bit different, and with these being over here, you can't open this type of tender the same way, so I just want to make sure there's screws. And I found an error. This is the same picture they used for Paragon 3 stuff, which is now wrong. I'm taking 5 points. Already, another thing I just realized, they don't give you an exploded parts diagram, and they mention nothing in this about how to take it apart. So we're just gonna see what happens. Yeah. Already, so it is now open. It's pretty simple. There's 4 screws on the bottom. It's different than the old way they used to have you open this type of tender, but it is far superior than trying to just pop it off and probably break something in the process, especially when you have wires going to the back. So they did something right. Hallelujah. Now, as I suspected, they have a new speaker, and you can kind of tell from the bottom, and it does not sound better. So I'm now going to take it apart even more. I know, it gets more and more exciting by the minute to see what it looks like, because I don't have anything else better to do with my time. So after a little bit too much struggle, I discovered that they have 2 different types of screws holding down their decoder, and that there was absolutely no reason for me to go into this entire side tangent to look at the bottom of the speaker, but here it is. I don't think there's anything over there. No, it is a solid block. But there is the speaker. It is speaker-like and different, which I guess is good. Already, so it's just about back together, and let's look at some of the details. So we're going to start with the cab, because why not? It's got painted people. It looks quite fancy. The only complaint I really have about the details is this. Okay, you see this? They went through the work head, whatever that is, and a shovel. But you know what the problem with the shovel is? It is not resting against the door. Oh yeah, that is not physically something that's going to happen. I guarantee there has never been a picture of a steam locomotive that has a shovel leaning against this door and the handle is not touching the door. I am taking no points, but I am sad. Here is a better view of the side and a bit of the back. It looks very nice, and I doubt you will have any complaints unless you have like a key imports one, but I don't have a key imports one, so I don't know if they are better or not. Movable bell as well. I will now demonstrate. Barely movable, but enough that it counts. And then this also moves. Already, I'm gonna try and play some sounds and probably fail miserably.
How much work have you got to do? Have you got an EOT on your train? We're all fixed up here and ready to go. Okay, it all depends on whether or not I can get the switch lined up. So fall back to your train when the signal comes to you, take it. That's right.
Already, now you might be noticing something. There's no smoke. The smoke looks great, but it has decided to, I don't know, die again. So if you watched my previous video on this, the very first clip of this had smoke. Then the layout shorted for no reason, the smoke stopped. I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this now. I made the whole rest of the video with no smoke, And right before this, I reset the engine, I see the smoke, I have just put this engine over here, turned it on, and now there is no smoke. So I'm gonna try and reset it again for the third time, but there could be an issue with Broadway smoke units in these E6s. Alrighty, so as you can barely see now, it is smoking. Alrighty, so after staring at this for way too long, I don't know why it stopped working, but it did. It works now. It looks great. It has no idle smoke, so maybe they turned it down too little. All I know is it looks nice. It broke for no apparent reason, but now it is great, and I struggled way too much on trying to show you the smoke. Alrighty, so here are my final thoughts on the train. I didn't really go over pulling too much. Probably should have, but it's too late now. I did run this. You can see the video I posted. I did not show, obviously, the video of it struggling up a certain hill because it doesn't really look interesting. But it was technically able to pull 5 passenger cars and 1 express car up a 3% hill, but it was going like 80 or 90 speed steps, so it's kind of unrealistic to assume it can do that. So it's more like, you know, it probably could have done 4 as long as you don't have to stop on the hill and you're doing like 50 speed steps. I could see it doing that. So it's not the most powerful thing, and that just kind of like, the engine is a good weight, but its tender is one chunky boy compared to the i1's tender. This tender weighs about like 3 ounces more. So even though the engine's heavier than the i1, its tender kind of weighs it down, so it kind of has the same pulling power. So that's kind of disappointing. The speakers are pretty disappointing, but other than that, it is great. I'm not sure it's worth as much as they say it is. I mean, it's a really nice engine, but it definitely should have better speakers. Pulling power is something I can get over because almost every engine has pulling power, not up to my standards because my standards are above and beyond this world. But I mean, if you have a relatively flat layout, you'll be fine, but I still think the speakers should be better for engine this expensive. I would say the i1 speakers are better, which is kind of weird because I'd assume they use the same speakers, or maybe I'm just have malfunctioning eardrums. But that's all I have to say. Bye.